Welcome to the TrueIMS tutorial for reports. Now, this is the portion of the program that allows you to generate reports with information on your business, how it's doing, how much you've made, up to a certain date, how much inventory you have in stock, etc.
Now, you only have a few options here. Obviously, you have your from date and your to date, and it'll automatically select the current month for you. You can filter by coupon code. Now, what this does is, if you are trying to find all the transactions that used a certain coupon code on your website, you just enter the coupon code and generate your report, and it will only report on those transactions or on those orders that have had that coupon code used. The second option is the option to compare two reports side by side. For example, you can have a report for last year and a report for this year, and you can kind of compare side by side where you left off. And the same thing for, let's say, a report of last month and a report of this month to kind of see where you are on track compared to last month. For now, we'll just do a simple report. This is a fairly empty business at the moment. There's really not too much information in there yet. But you're going to see we do have a commission that we entered before. We have the expense we entered before. And then we did, I think off screen, we did enter a manual order that's also inside of this report. You're going to have your chart just like before. Revenue, expenses, your net income that is based obviously here on the expense we entered. I think our Boston trip it was.
Yeah.
So we're kind of in the red right here. A little bit different from this report compared to our prior version is that you'll notice that everything is in text. We do have one kind of overall chart on the top, but we don't have the same charts that we did before anymore. And this is just to make it more printer friendly. Before, your expenses were all parts of charts. So it was kind of hard when you're printing, you can't really see how much each individual expense category was. If you were to print this page, it's going to list out each expense category by itself. So it makes it easier for your accountant to figure out exactly where your expenses were. The rest is pretty much the same. We do have something new, and this is kind of an alpha feature at the moment, and this is called the stock history. Now, once you first log into the new system, you may experience, depending on how many items you have, the login might take a little bit longer than what you're used to. This is just because it's taking a tally of your current inventory. Once it has this tally, from this point on, anytime you are editing an item, removing an item, making a sale, it's going to keep track of your history in terms of your quantities that are currently in stock. This way, once you're doing a date range, it'll actually give you an accurate amount of how much inventory you had at that date when it began and at the date that's at the end of your date range. Another new feature, if you were to go all the way down, is we're going to start providing CSV files for your report. We're currently planning a CSV file that will contain all of the orders that the report has used, but this will come at a later date. For the time being, we do have the items. So for example, this CSV file is going to contain all of the items that the report used for its information. It is going to contain the item number, the item name, the cost of that item, the value of that item, and any tax that was charged on that item for any given order.
So this concludes our video on reports. We hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you.